Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 13 of Off the Board with Pineapple Papers. It's the second Saturday of the month, so it is of course May I Scrap Lift You, and Crystal's theme every Saturday during Off the Board is scrap lifting. So there you go. So we have a fun scrap lift for you today. I'm late to the party. All my friends have got their layouts up already. I will have them, of course, linked down below, as well as the playlist to Off the Board. That's just the way things are rolling lately. Now, I've turned the majority of my air conditioners and fans off. I've left one air conditioning going in the back room, so I hope it's not too disturbing. Now, I am going to put up here in the corner, as I always do, the layout that I chose to scrap lift. And of course, it's off the board. So these are layouts that we have on our Pinterest board. And I tend to now save layouts that I want to scrap lift in an album on my camera roll for scrap lifting. So most of what I actually have on my Pinterest scrap lift ideas board are layouts that are a little bit older. I'm not quite sure when this was done, but it's definitely a couple of years ago, and I am scrap lifting the very talented, oh, excuse me, friends, the very talented Natalie D'Souza. Oh, I just swallowed a little bit contrary there. And this is a layout she did for Scrapbook Nerd. So one of the things that I'm quite proud of here is I use some very, very old stash here. I had, and I think it was probably, I think it was probably from a page kit, one of the Build-It pages, or I don't know, it may go all the way back to one of the prompts that Scylla gave us in the Low or No by Spending, the Facebook group. But I am using here My Mind's Eye, and it's the Merry Days of Christmas, which I find funny because it really is quite a versatile paper. But this one is from 2009, and then I'm also using a Graphic 45 paper here from 2009, and this was the Transatlantique collection. So there you go. Now, here is my layout, and I quite love it. So you can see Natalie's up here in the corner, and you can see mine. Now, you can see on Natalie's that she has some mixed media on the background, and I did do the mixed media on the background. I used the packaging technique, and I used two colorings in Mandarin Mai Tai and Mama Sings the Blues to bring in this lovely paper that I put over here in the corner, but I proceeded to cover pretty much everything up. So we'll see. I might do a little bit of splattering, but actually I don't mind. I think you can just see a hint of the mixed media on the background. Most of it is behind here, but hey ho, that's how it goes. And I know I'm not the only one that does that. So I used both sides of this paper, first to do the strip down on the right-hand side, and then a smaller strip here next to it. And then because Natalie has some scallop there, and I can't quite tell whether it's actually ribbon or whether the paper was like that, but I went into my ribbons and I got this, it's a Stampin' Up! Ribbon, and what is the color here? More mustard. So this I've had for a long time, and I'm enjoying using my ribbons again a little bit. You've seen that, you saw that on my layout yesterday and also today. So I decided to put this, it matches this lovely golden yellow so well. So I put that down, and it gives me a little bit of the scallop feel, and I really like that. So I used this paper to map my photo, then a scrap I had on my desk from a Vicky Bouton paper here, and also a very narrow one from Vicki Boutin as well in the blue. So I've got 3 layers to frame the photo, and you can see that Natalie has quite a few layers as well. And I put the photo straight this time. It's not something I normally do. As you know, I tend to put my photos askew, but I really think it fit. It went along with the SCRAPLIFT, of course, but it also fit this layout. Then I went into scraps in my bowls from the Adventure Weights kit. I did some fussy cutting from Cocoa Vanilla. And I just picked up a bunch of bits that I had waiting to be used. So these 2 tabs, I have this little circular element here that I popped. Now my photo is up on foam, so, and therefore a lot of the embellishment has at least some part of it popped up on foam. This is all pretty much just tucked in here to the photos. This is flat to the page. I put a flare piece here in that little nook and cranny. Then I have a cluster up here. This is a floral from, I think I went into those 4x6 containers that I've shown you before, Vicki Boutin ephemera, and I got this floral piece, and of course the bottom part here is flat to the page. This is popped up on foam, This I fussy cut from a journaling card from Cocoa Vanilla, so a 3x4 journaling card, and I fussy cut the bottom out here to have these florals. Popped this floral in here and a butterfly, so that gives me the cluster there. Now this sort of ends maybe a little bit square, but I'm just going to ignore that. I think in the end it is fine. My photo, and then I came over here to get this large cluster. Again, one of the same florals here that I didn't really fussy cut this. I just took the sort of stem off and I popped this underneath. So this is flat to the page. Then I wanted to do a little bit the way Natalie had. So this is sort of going to be the title, I guess. So Dream It, Wish It, Do It. It's a graduation photo. Look at Julia. Look how happy she is. Lovely graduation. She graduated college with honors. She's off to uni in the fall. So this is lovely. So she obviously dreamt it, wished it, but she worked very, very, very hard for it. So she definitely did it, and she did great. So this portion here is up on foam, as is this floral. And I think, I'm not sure, this was in my bowl, my sort of scrap bowl, and I think it might, I'm not sure that this is Cocoa Vanilla. I'm not quite sure where this comes from. This is Vicki Boutin, a couple of the 49 and market tickets. This one is popped up on foam. These are the leaves that went along with this floral, and I just popped those there together with another flare piece from my stash here in the middle to sort of give it the same, I guess, mood and feel maybe that we have in Natalie's layout. A floral from Adventure Weights that I fussy cut to bring that here. A couple of these golden yellow florals to bring in the golden yellow. That's a little bit dotted around. And that pretty much does this layout. And I love it. I wasn't quite sure where I was going to go at the beginning. I knew I wanted these strips and I wanted the mixed media, which pretty much is no longer there. But then from there, it was really just a question of getting bits and bobs from my stash. And I'm just so happy that I used some of these older papers. And I'm going to keep these on my desk because I'm going to try and use these, if not on the next layout, in a layout very, very soon. And I forgot to tell you that my background here is buttercream from Basil, and this is definitely something that came in a Mercy Tiara cardstock add-on at some point. So there you go. lovely, talented Natalie. I will put her information down below. I'm sure you're already following her. She's got a lovely channel. She does amazing, amazing stuff. Very, very talented. I will have, of course, the playlist for Off the Board. Use the hashtag OTBWPP for us to find you or to find us. And I will have the links to my friends who are playing along with May I Scraplift You. And I will see you back here tomorrow. I fully intend on doing my Sketch Sunday, of course, but as you can tell, things are just, you know, they appear when they appear. So I will likely be late to that party as well, but I should be here at some point tomorrow with my layout. It's also Wimbledon Finals weekend, so that's taking up some of my time. I am taking a little bit of time for myself this weekend, though, so that's a plus. I will see. Oh, and of course, now, if you watched my video yesterday, where we did the central design for our go-to design this month, I said, oh, you're going to see another example of that tomorrow. Well, you can tell here that I changed my mind, but that layout is there, and it will come back at some point on one of the Saturdays this month for sure. See you back here very, very soon. Thanks so much for sticking with me, my friends, for your support, your encouragement, your lovely, lovely comments. I read them all. I'm lagging a bit behind this month with some of my answers, but I definitely read them all, and I will get back to you as soon as time gives me a little bit, is a little bit more lenient with me. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye-bye.